Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Viewers, I'm Osama Jamshaid from Kada, Pakistan. Today, our guest is Mr. Bلیدار from Albania. We welcome you. We thank you. And our topic is life in Pakistan. Yes, Mr. Bلیدار, first of all, introduce very shortly yourself and say some words about your country, its geography, its history, its culture very shortly. Then we very straightforwardly move towards to Pakistan.
My name is Bلیدار and I'm from Albania. Albania is a country located in southern Europe, next to Greece. We are neighbors with Greece, so our culture also has been Greek culture in the past. In the time of Aristotle or the Greek philosophers, we have been affected by this culture. So in the 15th century, my country started to be more open with the Eastern world through the Ottoman Empire. So many Albanians, they embraced Islam in this period of Ottoman Empire when it started to enter in Europe. So we are actually like Afghans of Europe. We are like Pashtuns of Europe. We have special traditions which are different from other European nations. So Islam was fitting our society. Islam was very, very acceptable as a religion. It was, it was fitting our mentality. We are people which we respect the elders, the parents. We fight for honor. And we have been throughout the history in wars with our neighbors, with invaders. Since the Roman Empire, Byzantium Empire, or different attacks from the countries around us. And we have suffered a lot from the World War wars, like Second World War II or First World War.
Okay, thank you. And how long you have been in Pakistan?
I am here more than 3 years, and I'm studying here Islamic studies. And I study in International Islamic University.
Yes.
It's a famous university. You can understand Islam. You can understand what is going on in the Muslim world. It's a good country with a good university. Pakistan has a lot of universities actually, but International Islamic University is very famous. It's more comfortable for foreigners because it's located in Islamabad, in capital city, and you can study in Arabic, also in English language.
Okay, you are studying in which?
I study Islamic studies, Usuluddin. It's called Usuluddin.
Okay.
And my specific studies are on comparative religions.
Yes. Okay, how did you find Pakistan? Did you visit? Did you read? Did you interact with people? Did you taste its different meals, dishes, and its weather, its culture, its art?
I have been in Pakistan these 3 years, and I have learned a lot of things. But before coming to Pakistan, I heard about Pakistan. We have been connected with Pakistan through people which were going in Pakistan, they were coming back, they were studying, they were doing some Islamic educations. And I read about Allama Iqbal, his poetries in the past when I was in Albania. And the first guy which introduced me on Allama Iqbal was Alija Izetbegović, the leader of Bosnia and Herzegovina. in the 90s. He was leading the nation of Bosnia through the war, and he was appreciating too much this great poet. So in first time in my life, I came to know this great poet from his writings, Ali Izetbegovic. He mentioned the poetries of Allama Iqbal. And I read about also Islam through some books of Khurshid Ahmed, Dr. Khurshid Ahmed, or Maududi, Sayyida Abu Ala al-Maududi, or we have also books of Mufti Taqi Osmani. Albania is Hanafi, actually. We are Muslim Sunni. We are more majority Muslim Sunni, and we follow Hanafi, Islamic thinking, Islamic school. So Pakistan is more comfortable for us, actually. But it is, it is underrated country. Many people underestimate this country. They don't know the blessing of this country. One reason is because it is far from us. And the second is that, Saudi Arabia, these Arab countries are more close to us. So Pakistan is a little bit far. That's why we are not so much, my community, my nation, they are not so much in numbers here.
Okay. So I asked you to say some things about its culture, its people, its living style.
When you visit Lahore, when you visit Rawalpindi, the historical places like old mosques, Shahi Kila, Shalimar Garden in Lahore, or Raja Bazar in Rawalpindi, you'll feel like you are going back in time, 100 years back. You'll see, an untouched culture. You'll see pure culture, not spoiled by the Western fashion. You'll see this culture which has been remained untouched, undestroyed. This culture we'll see in the dress, in the shalwar and kameez, which is, I love this dress. It's a very comfortable, very beautiful. So you'll find, the architecture, beautiful architecture, which is going back hundreds of years. And you'll see in old cities of Pakistan, Hindu culture, Hindu architecture, British architecture, Mughal architecture. Mughal architecture is very beautiful. And I'm sorry that I see some Pakistani trend. They want to build something, different. This is very, very, very beautiful, very, very nice, and very traditional, very pure. This Mughal style, I mean the mosque, the shape, the minaras. So Pakistan has a lot of, history. You find here 1,000 Islamic civilization which has been in this region through times, and this Islamic tradition has been shaped throughout the history from the Rajas, the kings, Mughal kings. It's very deep, filled with culture, good traditions, good customs. I like the food, Pakistani food. I like Pakistani food, and if you ask me what kind of food, I will tell you that you cook the meat in a beautiful way, which is karai, chicken karai, and mutton karai. I like it. Food it is traditional.
In Islamabad and Rawalpindi, did you have dumba karai? Dumba?
Yeah, but I like more this chicken karai or biryani. I like samosa, pakora, rabri dood, roy harza.
What about tea, chai, dudh patti?
Yeah, chai here is very tasty, and it replaces the coffee, because we in my country we have a coffee culture. We like you drink here tea.
Yes.
In many places you'll find chai hana, daba. We have also coffee culture. We drink a lot of coffee. But the tea here is very special because you mix it with pure milk and you know how to prepare it properly. No,
Okay. Okay. Did you visit any other countries?
I have been in Europe, many European countries like Italy, Greece, Czech Republic, or Serbia, Bulgaria,
Okay.
so Germany.
How you make a comparison between the living style of other countries and Pakistan, but especially the peace,
You know,
situation,
Europe and is a beautiful place outside
there.
with a coldness inside. There is a coldness inside, but the people are cold. They are not warm. They have no the warm. They have no hospitality. They are, they have like something without spirit. Not they are. Europe is like a glass of crystal glass that you are scared, you are afraid, maybe you will fall down from the moment to the moment. But Pakistan is full of life. It's full of energy. You will feel more comfortable in the cities full with people than in the city like Islamabad, which is very greeny, very beautiful, very clean. But you will feel more peaceful inside when you are in Rawalpindi, full with people. You'll see in the cities energy. You will see people working, selling in the streets, food streets, selling pakora, selling the juice, selling the vegetable. They are selling samosa, and they are happy. Nobody is sick. Nobody is depressed. The people here, they enjoy their life. And the blessings of this country are very, very too much. But people, they don't understand the blessings that they have, that God has given to us. So Pakistan has a lot of blessings. You enjoy here a real freedom.
Yes, freedom.
Freedom to talk, freedom to write, freedom to study, to know what is going on in the world. You have your own Islamic thinking, which you cannot find in the, this Islamic thinking in the other part of the Muslim world.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a lot of, positive things, which, have a big impact on the Muslim world. I can say you that in Pakistan, if you want to know, if you want to understand what is, Islamic history, you can learn here Islamic history, because this region is full of Central Asian history. You'll understand what was Afghanistan, what was Persian Empire, what was Bukhara, Samarkand, India, Islamic civilization in India. You'll understand how Islam spread in the Asia through being here. Pakistan has a lot of history, and it is not starting in 1947. Pakistan is, I'll tell you more and more, but continue about what you wanted to ask me.
Okay. People were discussing about Islamic phobia in Western countries and other countries. What you, especially with the reference of Pakistan, what you say?
Listen, Islamophobia is a part of the Western, feelings, writings. They will express Islamophobia at any time, in any moment, everywhere you will find Islamophobia. But what we do against to protect ourselves, our culture, our deen from Islamophobia. We are doing very less. But Pakistani people, they have been always in the front line against Islamophobia. How? Because in Pakistan, English language is very, spread. It's very well spread. You study in English, your education in universities, in high schools are in English. So you have been in contact with the West since long time. So Pakistani scholars, they're not just in Pakistan located. Many of them you'll find in America, in Canada, in Australia, in Europe. So Pakistan has been always Pakistani people on the front line defending Islam, through their writings. So they have been a voice, a muscle of Islam. Yes, and this is true. I will tell you something very strange. In the 60s, my country was a socialist country. So Islam, Christianity, any religion, was very weak. And the government was fighting, was doing propaganda against Islam and against the religion. But from the Muslim world, Arabs, they didn't come to preach Islam, to encourage people to follow Islam as a deen. Only from Pakistan came people through Jamaat-e-Tabligh, but they came at least. Well, they came as a Tablighi Jamaat in the 60s. People from Karachi, and this is well documented. We have met such kind of people, very old age. I have met in Pakistan such kind of people which they visit us. They came in my country in the 60s, and they told me where they were sleeping, where they were living, and they came in the most difficult times. So Pakistani people has been always active, on promoting Islam as a peaceful religion, as a beautiful religion.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Bledar. Inshallah. Thank you, viewers.